Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. On the return is Henderson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's into the hands of Jacob Harris.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he's got his target, Harris. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
Now Dogala.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Throwing is Dogala.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll make this a second down. Here's Dolgala. Oh, he stays up. Incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second and 6. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Jacob Harris.
Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Washington 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
2nd down and 4.
On play action, they'll throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Washington 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 21.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return is Henderson.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back to throw again.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. They'll drop to throw.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Dogala.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Dogala.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Runs over him. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers,
his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Now back to throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Dolgala. Open man is Duvernay.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now a throw here to his running back.
Akers hit. He coughs it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will put them on top here in the third. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
That catch good for only a couple.
All All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 7.
They'll set up to throw.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. The return is Henderson.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Just keeping the play alive. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw.
To the right side and complete to Atwell. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. But he's got his target, Harris. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Odafe Oweh. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return is Henderson. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Odafe Oweh in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
One more time with Gibson.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball.